Hi, I'm Lisa. Welcome back to my channel, Pointing to the Light. I just wanted to come on and talk about a few things I've been thinking about sharing with you. And, I'm 69 years old, and so I've had a lot of experiences. I've learned a lot, and I just thought that through my experiences, I could share with you to help point you to the light, point you to your true self, and remind you that you are more powerful than you can even imagine. And if you're feeling stuck, or you're feeling like you're on this loop where things are good, then they're bad, or you make a wish and you start thinking about it and things start looking like they're going to work out, but then all of a sudden you get stuck in, oh, you're second guessing it. You're wondering if it's going to work out. You get stuck in worry, and then you stop the wonderful blessings that are coming your way. It's like you're giving mixed signals to the universe. You're asking for something. You're asking for improvement in your life, but then all of a sudden you start getting fearful that it's not going to improve. I've been there. I've I've gotten to the top of the mountain and thought, boy, I've learned everything. Life's going great. But then something will happen, and I have fallen all the way down to the depths of despair. And I just want to say that whatever's going on in your life, the first step to make a change is for you and I and us to take responsibility of where we are right now. Because once you take responsibility and you realize that things are happening because of you and what you did or didn't do, or thoughts that you're thinking or not thinking, or anything that's going on, really is your responsibility, and you're responsible for it. And once you realize that, then you can take control. Then if you know that you're responsible for where you are, then you're responsible to make the change. You have the power to make the change. We are loved beyond what we can comprehend, but we second guess it. We get doubtful. And I'm just here to remind you that no matter how bad life seems, it can get better. It will get better. And it's up to you. You're totally the creative being. You're totally able to change anything in your life that's going on. The secret is that the universe, the power that creates worlds, God, your higher self, however you want to refer to it, never leaves you. It's always there. It's available to you. And so the important thing is to, more than anything, create a relationship with that loving being that's within you. And when you start feeling fearful or doubtful, do everything that you can to stop those thoughts, to choose something that feels better. Follow your bliss. Choose improvement of your thoughts. You can't go from despair, perhaps from feeling as low as you felt, to feeling as great as you can feel. But you can go from despair to hopefulness. You can go from despair to to realizing that you're capable of making a change. I'm just trying to give you hope that no matter where you are in your life, you can change it. You can get better. You can make improvements. And if everything's going great in your life, wonderful. Share that. Inspire others. Teach others how you did it, what you did that made everything so wonderful. We're all here to walk each other home and to point the way and to try to guide others that are a little bit lost or feeling lonely. Give them a helping hand. Show them that it can get better, and it can. And that's really what I wanted to come on and say today. I just, there's so much despair going on there, so much doom and gloom. If you listen to the news, I stay away from the news as much as I can, because it doesn't always make me feel good. So the wonderful thing is YouTube. Oh my goodness. There are so many hundreds and hundreds of channels of everybody willing to help and to share their path, share their knowledge, share their way, how they did it, where they're at, what they need help on, how they got help, where they got help. There's so many thousands of books. All of this stuff wasn't always available. When I was growing up, and I was feeling lost or misunderstood, I really didn't know where to go for guidance. You know, many times I would turn to the church, go to church and speak to the priest or seek help, spiritual help. That didn't always help. It was when I turned inward, when I got quiet, and when I asked questions, and when I trusted that the answers would come. They did, and guidance would come. But we have to be teachable. We have to be coachable. My daughter is such a great example of this. She teaches yoga, and I have been in her yoga classes, and she'll call out a pose, and there'll be students that aren't. She'll say, "Do this with your right foot," and she's actually had to get down and put her finger in front of their foot and said, "Turn this foot this way," because they're stuck in their head and they're not listening. They're just stuck. They're not hearing her. I had a great example of that the other day with a friend. She asked me to give her a ride home. Had been at a function. She asked me to give her a ride home. And I did. And the minute she closed the door in my car, she started bitching it up about somebody that was at the gathering that had hurt her feelings. And she went on and on and on. From the minute we left the restaurant until the minute I pulled in her driveway, she continued about the complaints that she had about this person. She had worked herself up into a frenzy. And when I got in her driveway, she was crying. And she said, "Well, you're not going to leave me now or drop me off and leave me, are you? I need you to come in and talk to me." And against my better judgment, because of how strongly she was in this negative mode, I went in with her anyway. And again, she started rehashing the whole thing. And I tried to give her guidance, or I tried to teach her something or share with her an experience that I thought might move her in a better direction. But she couldn't hear me. She was completely stuck in her own drama and pain, and she just couldn't hear. She wasn't teachable. She wasn't coachable. And as bad as I know she wanted help, she wasn't hearing me. So I hugged her, I left, and um, I thought about her and I was worried about her, and I found some YouTube channels that I thought would help her when she would calm down. And so I texted them to her, and I thought when she can get quiet and become coachable and become teachable, and she can listen and hear, and it can break through all that noise that's going on in her head, and she can hear this guidance that I was sending to her, it could shift how she was feeling. And so the next day, she texted me back and she said, "Oh my God, I just love that video that you sent me." She said, "I love that guy. I love what he was saying. I even ordered his book." And I thought, yes. It had to be, when she was coachable, when she was teachable. Just like when my daughter's teaching people different poses and stuff. They're hot, they're sweaty, they're angry, they're feeling frustrated, and they can't really hear what she's telling them to do, how to pose. And that happens to all of us at different times, at different levels. So what I'm saying is that when we get caught up in the negativity, we can't hear the guidance that's there and that's knocking at our door, that's wanting to come in and help us. The whispers of God that's saying, go this way, do this, this will help. We can't hear that. So the important thing is to try to remember that it's us who's allowing the drama and all the noise to continue carrying on. And it's us that can quiet it so that we can hear the inner guidance. We have the power, and we can change everything. We can completely change what we're living, how we're living, what direction our life is going in. It's remarkable. It's a gift. We're given free will. We have a vast amount of angels around us and energy around us that's available to us when we ask for help. But we have to allow it to come in. I hope this makes sense to you. I know I'm kind of rambling a little bit, but I think it's important, and I want you to take your power back. I want you to know that no matter where you are in your life, it can get better. You can improve it. And if it's great, it's a great bouncing off point to make it even greater and grander. And never forget to reach back, though, and help somebody else along the way. Show kindness. Be kind. Be patient. Don't get caught up in what everybody's doing. Don't get caught up in what the news is saying. Get caught up in your relationship with God. Get caught up in knowing that we are magnificent beings, and we came here to this planet, to this earth, to this life, to this body, to create and to have a wonderful physical experience while we're here. How exciting is that? Isn't that, instead of feeling like we're the victim or that we're just plopped here and forgotten about, what a terrible thought that would be. But to know and to really trust that we are here for a reason. We're needed. We're wanted. Right now, there's an awakening going on the planet, and be part of that awakening. Don't continue to go through life with your eyes closed or with your head in the sand. Wake up, rise up, and say, I want to participate in this. How good can I make my life? How good can I make others around me? How can I get on a high-flying disc and sail through miraculous miracles that are happening all over the place, and enjoy them. And it can be an exciting ride. And so I'm just here to kind of point the way and to talk about different things. I hope this gives you a little bit of insight, a little bit of hope for your life, and a little bit of what I'm all about and why I'm here and what I hope to accomplish with this channel. And just little by little sharing different thoughts, how I change things. I mean, I grew up relatively poor and didn't really have much of anything. You know, my mother wasn't particularly loving and kind to me. My sisters were all much older than me, and I just kind of grew up kind of lonely and had to find my own way, and I did. And I had some rough patches, but man, when I learned how to make things happen, what an exciting journey that became. But then I would fall. I'd fall from that. I'd fall from creating and making things go my way to I'd get stuck in the loop of old patterns of thinking, and I'd fall right back down. And so it's an up and down journey. It is constant. But there are ways out of it. And there are so many things, so many different processes that we can do to change where we're at, where we want to go, how we want to get there, and make it a fun ride on the way. So that's probably enough for today, but I'll come back and I'll talk about specific things that you can do to absolutely transform your life and that of those around you, and you can go as high up as you want to go. You can stay stuck, or you can soar. It's up to you. So I just want to kind of help you and point the way and share my experiences, and maybe they can help you, and then you can help others, and we're all in this together. And so that's kind of what I want to say, is that we're all here, we're all in it together. Let's don't leave anybody behind. Let's help where we can. And when there's those around us that are unteachable and don't want any help, well, we leave them where they are, and they'll find their way. Just say a little prayer, and we don't get caught up in their energy. We just continue on and see what happens. It can be an exciting life. I mean, do you want to wake up thrilled about another day and what you can accomplish today? Or do you want to wake up and just say, oh God, here I go again, another day of the same old stuff? It's up to you. You make the difference. I will see you on the next video, and we'll talk about how to make things happen. Thank you for joining me, and I'll see you soon. Bye.